Hey there. You alright? I just saw you sitting over here looking mopey. Dejected. Like you're not having fun. And as you know, I'm the international president of fun. I demand fun. I shall have fun. You shall have fun because I say you shall have fun. Usually my nonsense rambling at least gets a bit of a smile. And yet, I see nothing. You're not fine. Fam, how long have I known you? Realistically, I'm your best goddamn friend, and you're mine, so how about we try that again? You're not fine. Tell me what's wrong. Okay. As well as the international ambassador for fun, I am also the world's most mature man. So I'm going to stand next to you and poke you in the arm until you tell me what's wrong. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing it. Because it's really annoying. Yeah. I'm great with my fingers. I'm just going to keep poking now. I meant I'm good at poking you. No, I'm just tell me what's wrong, would you? You're... Huh? You're inexperienced? I mean... You're not in your 50s, so yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes I'm not sure if you're in your 50s or not. You do get very old and boring feeling sometimes. I mean that with love. Look, what do you mean inexperienced? Inexperienced at what? Why are you looking at me? Use your words. Inexperienced at what? With people. Look, that's not very helpful. With people in what way? Like, you have me, the world's most amazing international ambassador for fun and friend. And you're popular enough. I mean, okay, you know. Oh, wow, there's someone in the world with more friends than you. Who cares? Like, you got good friends? Not like that. Then like what? Tell me, darling. That's another thing. As well as I could resume poking your arm, I could also sing at you. And you know I can't sing. Yeah, man of many talents singing. No. Nope. Yeah, well, rather than you make fun of my singing voice, how about I make fun of... I definitely give helpful advice for whatever it is that's ailing you. Thoughts? Opinions? You're inexperienced at what? You have to be inexperienced at a thing. And whatever it is, why can't you just get experience? I'll help you get experience. We can go do it together. Why are you now blushing? What is happening? Can you just tell me? Look, I like being silly and guessing with the best of them, but at this point, just tell me, what is it? You're inexperienced at... Oh. Oh. Oh, that's why you... Okay. Well, the first thing to note is... Okay, honestly, I'm just giving my honest opinion. First thing to note is who cares? Are you looking to sleep with as many people as humanly possible? No. Okay. So, presuming, being my friend, that you are a more romantic sort who wants to, be with a special somebody. I mean, if that special somebody goes, "What? You're not massively experienced in bed? Then I don't want to be with you." I mean, are they criminally insane? Like, a real person who's worth anything isn't going to say that. To be honest with you, a real person, I think, would. Well, it's sweet. Especially nowadays, right? You've got. I mean, look at the pressure you're feeling, right? Everyone feels if they're not getting massively experienced, they'll be left behind. I think the reality is, well, as someone who's maybe a little bit more experienced than you, like, people who say they're really good are usually people who aren't going to get better at anything. You know what I mean? Like, let me put it to you this way. It's not a race. It's not, you have to get over the finish line quickly. In fact, I think you'll find as you get more experience that racing to finish lines in this context is usually a bad thing. Yeah, well, I'm going to make lots of silly little jokes because I may deal with it. I know you like me, so you're going to have to live with it. Anyway, the point is, you don't have to be super experienced, to make your partner happy. Now, sure, with the right person in a comfortable environment, will you get better if you try things? Sure, communicate with your partner is a big one, right? Like, ask them what they like. It doesn't even have to be in bed. It can be what they like, while you're discussing other things or while you're cuddling or while whatever. But, figuring out things your partner likes, your partner's fantasies, and like a way into the wilder world of this. But also just basic things like how they like to be touched or kissed or whatever. And you'll find out things you like and things you don't. And at the end of the day, as long as you're open-minded, as long as you're trying to basically have fun with your partner and make it fun for them. The worst thing, I promise you, and this is why I have no worries for you, the worst thing is selfish people. All they want is theirs, and they don't give a crap about the partner. All they care about is themselves. That's, unless like you got a thing for that, that's terrible, right? But I promise you, all the experience in the world might make you better, but it won't replace that genuine connection. Have you ever heard the Cromwell quote, I think it is? Oh, look at me, all pretentious. I'm quoting people, but just listen a minute. Have you ever heard the Cromwell quote? I beseech... Oh, well, I need to remember the Cromwell quote. I beseech you within the bowels of Christ, think it possible you may be wrong. I think that's it. There's something very similar to that. The point being, I tried some more casual things after... You remember my first... Yeah, I mean... So, after all that eventually blew up, I thought to myself, well, maybe I'm wrong about myself, and maybe I'll actually like casual stuff. I don't. But I was determined, okay, I'm going to give it a few tries. I'm going to, different people, and, give it my honest best effort and see if I like this. And to be honest with you, I don't know how else to put it. It's kind of like jogging. Like, it's like a physical exercise. Or like playing tennis with someone you kind of vaguely like. It's not the same. It's just not the same. It's not even the same ballpark. If anything, for me, it made me miss the real thing more, because it was like a really cheap imitation of it. It's like a really crappy, 0% alcohol drink just makes you want a real drink way more, or use whatever example you want. But a cheap imitation isn't going to replace the real thing. It's going to remind you of the real thing, but remind you of how good the real thing was compared to the imitation. Look, my point is, you being inexperienced is not going to be a problem for someone who deserves you. I mean, you're you. You have so much going for you, whether you realize it or not. Take it from me, I'll tell you. You have a lot going for you, right? Just trust. So, as long, again, as you're like open about that, you don't pretend to be something you're not. And as long as you're accepting of the other person as well, you communicate, you try things, and you have fun, you're going to be fine. So what if you don't set the world alight the first couple of times you try? The right partner, you can have a lot more chances. Alright? And again, trust me, you'll be fine. Why? Because you blushed. Oh, don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it anyway. Point is, fabulous best friend says, relax. It's fun. I know I've been on the less experienced side. I know it's nervous. I know you feel like you're not going to be good enough to satisfy people. If you're open, you're honest, you say you're not the most experienced, you say you want to learn. I mean, honestly, I'm telling you, a lot of people will find that sweet. They'll find it endearing that you've waited for someone you really like, before you get more experience. At the end of the day, if people like casual stuff, good for them. I don't think you will. But hey, you want to try it, go for it. But yeah, I just think the other thing is that the good stuff is very, or at least the good, emotional love-making kind of stuff is very, you just know what to do, really. Because it's such a hardwired thing into human beings when you think about it. It's not rocket science. Your partner's genitalia are not going to be in some way completely impossible to please. At least I hope not. Then your partner's got a problem, and the two of you should work on it. But anyway, look, I'm kind of going in circles. Bottom line, you'll be fine. Just trust your instincts, communicate, be honest about how inexperienced you are. If you give someone the puppy dog eyes and say, can you teach me? I promise you, your partner will melt and they'll be like, oh my god, I get to, because this is the thing, right? If you're the more experienced person, think about it. Oh, I get to mold this person to a degree to not only find out what they like, but I get to express my feelings about it and have them learn, quote unquote, from me, which means, in a sense, their whole idea of it is going to come from me and things I like, meaning they're going to, be a really good match for me. If that makes sense. I don't know, if your only experience of ice cream was ice cream your friend made you, you would like your friend's ice cream because you don't have another reference for it. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Can you just go and sleep with somebody and be happy or something. I just... well, anyway, I gotta go. You gotta go, more to the point. We're both needed elsewhere. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Seriously, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Promise. You blushed. Great news. I'll see you later.